Did you see Saturday's paper? Seriously? I want to talk about this because this is something I'm passionate about. This is something that makes me cranky. And many years ago when I started in business, a gentleman said to me, and he was a very successful businessman, he said to me, now listen, Tatch, if you buy watermelons for $1 and you sell them for 90 cents, I can guarantee one thing, you'll never be buying a bigger truck to take them to market. It's a very simple rule. I've been in business 40 years, I live by these simple rules. Most things we do in life are simple. Why is it governments can't? I read today, everyone, those that know me know that I've been involved in a project for about 12, 13 years about the homeless situation and family violence and making sure people had accommodation. I live by very simple rules. If I see someone that's hungry, the first thing I do is give them a pie, because that's the initial problem, that's the triage. And the second thing is I say, well, how do we get there? What's the problem? How do we fix it? And we currently have about 37 residents. Government doesn't support this, they don't come in there. I've never seen any of these politicians walk into the place. But we do that all based on volunteers, donations, and a little bit of help from our companies. It's a simple thing. And here I read today that we're tipping your money, and billions of dollars, we're not talking about a little bit of money here, into a house of cards. And this is what people are cranky about. This is supposed to be the housing solution, being run by bureaucrats sitting in comfortable offices, just throwing your money down the drain. And not only that, when they realise, when they're told that this thing's about to collapse, what they actually do is pour more money into it, your money. It has to stop. We need to start, open up the Department of Common Sense. We need to live by those basic, simple economic rules. We need our politicians to understand that it's not your money. It belongs to the people. Spring Street belongs to the people. All of these programs, whilst they might be vote winners in some sectors, the reality is, once you get past the headline, it's a collapsing economy that's been put in place to actually destroy something. And the end result is, you start with a small problem and you end up with a larger one. This is a Dan Andrews way of doing business. He puts out the headline, he spends a lot of money, not for a moment thinking about a business case for it, and when it collapses, it's everybody's fault but his. It's got to stop. That's why we need a change. Not just because it's Liberal, Labor, whatever it might be. What it is we need to put people with common sense back into Parliament and make sure that you're represented so that those hard-earned dollars that you work for every week are just not squandered on rubbish. And we're seeing it continuing. The Greens have got a program out at the moment where they are going to basically tax developers to make sure that all of these first home buyers that are struggling with ridiculous mortgages can't get into those properties with an extra $20,000 thrown onto the block of land. This is the sort of rubbish that has to stop. This is where we need to open up the Department of Common Sense, put people in there to actually understand that if you buy watermelons for $1 and sell them for 90 cents, you're not going to be in business very long. And the reality is, when I read this today, I couldn't have been crankier. The Herald Sun has put that story up, and to add insult to injury, the department knew they were losing money. The politicians, the Premier, they knew that it was a dead horse and they were just throwing money at it. It has to stop. We have $167 billion worth of debt, which is generational. This debt is going to go through 3, maybe 4 generations, and even the simplest minds understand that if you don't work that debt down every budget, it will the economies of scale and the cumulative debt will compound into a future that will bring back the ghosts of Cain and Curtis when this state went broke. It has to stop. So, people, whether you like me or not, all I can say is a vote for me is a vote for you, because that's who I'm caring about. That's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in you, not me, because it's what you need. It's your money. It's where we invest into the future. It's our future. It's our children's future, our grandchildren's future. We have to stop this now.